Hi, teacher number 4, and the color is green. And green is a great color. It's the color of nature, trees and grass and plants. But today, the color green is not a good thing. Have you ever heard of the green-eyed monster? Have you ever heard of being green with envy? Those are not things that you want to be known for. What is envy? Well, it's kind of like being jealous of something or someone. What's jealousy? Well, let me give you an example of envy and jealousy. Suppose you know somebody on your soccer team that always makes goals. Every time they touch the ball, they make a goal. And you're kind of jealous, envious of them that they can do that. Or maybe there's a ballet class, and someone in your ballet class, they just get it. They get the music, they got the grace, they are better than you. Or maybe you're in math class, and why does that person always make better grades than you do? Woo! That just makes you so mad. It just makes you feel envious and jealous. Not a good place to be, especially if you don't stop it. Who are we talking about today, and why the color green for this person? We are still talking about King Saul. King Saul, who has a son named Jonathan, who should be the next king, only he's not going to be. He is going to have his kingdom taken over by David. And you know, David has already been crowned kind of in private, and it's going to be a while before he becomes king. Jonathan, King Saul's son, should be the next king, but even Jonathan has this relationship with David that lets David know, I'm not going to be king. You are David. And here are some of my things, my tunic, my arrows, things for you as a symbol of, I know who is next in line. Well, what does green have to do with this king? It has a lot to do with it. You see, David was doing better than the king was. Yeah, they had battles and armies and so forth, and they would come back, and the ladies would come out with their tambourines and their harps and go, yes, Saul, you killed thousands. Listen to this. Yay, David, you killed tens of thousands. You see the difference in the numbers? Saul, thousands. David, 10,000s. And Saul was fuming. He realized David was doing better than he was. He was jealous of David. He was envious of David. And he took it too far. Now, how does Saul know David? Well, David's the shepherd. He is a great military person. He's also a musician. And when Saul has his gray moods, like Miss Alex talked to us about, he is sad and depressed. He realizes that David is doing better than he is and will probably take over his kingdom. He has to stop that. Well, one day King Saul is in one of those moods, and he's in there, and David is playing a harp for him, trying to soothe him, trying to make him feel better. King Saul's just broiling and boiling and broiling in his stomach about how much he hates. I hate to use that word, but that's how he feels about David. He's ready to get rid of him. Even though David is softly playing his harp, King Saul says, I got to get rid of him. I got to get rid of him. And he takes his spear and he throws it across the room. Not once, twice, to get to David. David escaped. You see what's happened? King Saul's envy and his jealousy makes him want to do bad things to the person he's envious and jealous of. Well, we all know about envy and jealousy. But what do we do about it? Well, here's your happy heart. This is your heart that's happy, doing things for God, loving God, respecting your parents, loving your friends. And suddenly, you see somebody who has something that you want, a talent, a gift. Why are they gifted like that? Why can't I have that? Why can't I be like that? And that pure, happy heart turns to a green, envious heart. Oh no. Oh no. I just can't stand him. I wish something would happen to him. Oh! How do we get rid of that? How do we get rid of that? Well, we put up the stop sign and we say, right now, stop thinking like that. Do not go any further. You may get into trouble, just like Saul did, trying to kill David. You may get in trouble. So you stop thinking of things like that. Well, what do you think of? Well, you slowly turn back to your pure heart of being truthful and honest, remembering how you're gifted, remember how the praises you should have, that God has given you things to take care of. Being true and noble and pure and right. You get back that heart. You have to practice it. It's hard. And you certainly don't compare yourself to someone else. God has granted that person gifts for him. But for you, he's given you gifts too. Oh yes, he has. You have a gift. You may not think you do, but even the smallest of things that you like to do, God's blessed you in that way. Do you like to hang out with your grandparents? Do you sit with them, hug them? Believe it or not, that's a gift. You're showing love to somebody. Do you like to help someone younger than you learn how to do something? Guess what? You could be a teacher. You are gifted in certain ways. So whenever you feel envious or jealous of someone, stop. Don't think like that. Think of the things that you're blessed with, the gifts that you have. This is my gift. God's given it just to me. I have a talent, a gift. I'm going to see what it is. For as high as the heavens are above the earth, so great is his steadfast love toward those who fear him. Psalm 103:11.